thank you for inviting me over to help style you for your upcoming holiday party. Yes, I am so honored, and I have some special items to share. We'll pick out your outfit and do your makeup. Yeah. So, I'm so excited to help you get ready. Now, before we hop into everything, I did bring over some special items that I think will direct the rest of our look for the evening. I find that when you decide on something like an accessory, for example, or even a piece of clothing, if you style around that piece, it makes it much more simpler, easier to create a look that complements that piece, or perhaps a variety of pieces. So, here I have some jewelry that I have from Hey Happiness. They gifted me these lovely pieces, and I really want to share them with you. And I feel that they really truly provide an elegant touch to any look, especially for a holiday party, but also for other events or even everyday wear. This pearl necklace here is like a little pearl pendant, very delicate but elegant, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, I have a couple pieces from them already, and they wear so well. They're some of my longest wearing pieces I've owned. I really love the quality and also how affordable the pieces are for the quality that you get. So I have a couple pieces in this little box. First we have this beautiful sort of like mother of pearl pendant ring. It's so beautiful. Just so gorgeous, and I don't think they had my full size. As you can see, it fits on my pinky, but they come with different sizes, so depending on what works for you, I think it could go great for your outfit. But I love a great pinky ring. That's where I would probably wear mine. But yeah, so you can see just how gorgeous and elegant. You could even just wear this with a couple of rings. I like to wear a lot of rings usually, but you know, you can go pretty simple as well. So I think this could be a great piece to style with your outfit and your look for tonight. Okay, now this next piece is a necklace, and it is super dainty. Look how beautiful that catches the light. And this is exactly why I selected this piece, because it just catches the light. It's like a delicate sneak peek at your neck, and I just think it would be just one of those beautiful, just kind of looks like water on your neck, like absolutely gorgeous. You can't really go wrong with such a simple piece and staple piece that you can dress up or dress down, like shimmers. You would be so eye-catching at your party with this. Yeah, so this is a beautiful necklace. Highly recommend. I know it'll be of a great use in your wardrobe. Okay. Next, we have another final necklace. Okay, so in a way, this necklace sort of is in the family of this little pearl pendant that I own. And it's like this gorgeous, I forget what they call it, like a Y necklace, because it's like in the shape of a Y. And it's beautiful because it just kind of drapes down. And you can see it's absolutely gorgeous with a V-neck. So I would definitely recommend wearing this particularly with a V-neck or a low cut, or even a high neck. Maybe if it's like a full turtleneck, for example. But it would be like that. It just looks so beautiful. I would probably even pair this with the other necklace we just looked at. I think they would go really well together. Or you can go even a little bit more with the look by putting like a little string of delicate looking pearls as well to stack. That could also look very nice. So that's what it looks like. Absolutely love it. Very simple, but a statement, I feel, at the same time. So if you're interested in Hey Happiness, I'll share their information and anything special going on with them. Yeah, you can absolutely use this jewelry for your look tonight, okay? So, speaking of jewelry, I have a couple more pieces that I think would wrap up your look tonight, so let me share those with you. Okay. In the spirit of pearls and a more simple or elegant style, we also have this string of pearls, which is more like delicate pearls throughout the chain and would look really pretty as well. So that's an option. And for earrings, you can also do these smaller pearl earrings, dangly ones, if you wanted. Or what I think would be probably the best option are these dangly ones, just because they truly give a statement and could go great with the delicate jewelry, as it would make it pop a little bit. Yeah, and I think these look great with like a half up, half down look with your hair, or a ponytail or updo. So I think those would be great hair options if you're interested. Okay, if you wanted to do like a half up, half down with the front pieces of your hair like slicked back behind your ears, you could use these little pins that I have. They're very fancy and sparkly. They're like little stars. They're so pretty, and again, just kind of give a little bit of a pop. Yeah. So I definitely recommend these if you're interested in a little bit of sparkle in your hair. Okay. So let's get into the outfit options we have. So I know you wanted me to go through your closet and just find pieces you already had from years past to see what you could reuse, which I think is always a great option when I know the holidays make us feel like we have to pick up brand new outfits for every occasion, but sometimes it doesn't require much more than just going through your own closet. And you know what? Sometimes people don't know the same dress you've worn or the same suit you've worn in the past few years, and what really matters is that you feel confident and you feel good in it. So if that means picking up a new outfit, by all means do that. But I did find a couple pieces that I think could work, especially because we do have to make a selection sooner than later. So this first outfit is like a velvet jumpsuit with a little lace detail in the neck. This is from H&M, I think a couple years ago, right? And it's even got pockets. It is a pant. So, depending on, the event or how comfortable you would feel, I don't think you would get too warm because it is a delicate strap. It's got a slight V-neck and a little bit of cinch in the waist, so it's not completely like shapeless. But this might be a great option. Okay, another option I found in your closet was this sort of high neck black dress. Very still modest. It kind of hits mid thigh. I wouldn't say very short, which is always good, especially because a lot of these parties are work parties or around family, so sometimes you don't feel quite risky to go too crazy, but there are plenty of options depending on what you're comfortable with. The sleeves are sleeveless with some polka dots, and it's like a ribbed material, but it's super comfortable and stretchy. So if you really want to indulge in the delicious appetizers and hors d'oeuvres, I mean, go for it, because this dress is going to make you feel so comfortable no matter what. The last thing you want to wear is really super tight, uncomfortable clothes. I mean, at any given time, not just parties. So yeah, very cute, a classic look, and is something you can wear for other occasions, so love that. Now, I did go ahead and pull out something that is a little bit funkier, and it's because I feel these pieces really transcend seasons. Perhaps you might think this might be just for summer, for example, because it's a very bright and pop of color. But personally, I feel that if you want to stand out a little bit from everyone else, you could go for something like this. And it is a long maxi dress, so it does provide some warmth if that's what you're concerned about. I think it's super flattering, and it has like a see-through mesh with like a bodycon dress underneath, super stretchy. This is from the brand Lala, or Dressed in Lala, a very cool and unique brand. Has just so many cool pieces that personally I enjoy and love, and I always feel amazing in something like this. I just feel like I'm super, like a piece of art. And you could pair this with white boots as well, kind of give that space cowgirl look. Once again, it's not like a classy Christmas look, but I think it's super fun and festive in its own way. It makes you stand out a little bit, if that's what you want to go for. Yeah, I love this piece. So pretty. Now, this next piece, no surprise, is black, and so it's a little hard to see. But basically it's like a V-neck sweater, and there's a strap in the back, so it's very low cut in the back and the front, but it still covers very well, similar to my top here. Like it's super conservative still, if that makes sense. Like it still covers up enough, but you could shift it around or use a different undergarment to make it fit for what you want. It's like a sweater material, so it'd keep you toasty warm, and it has like a little bow tie to kind of cinch in the waist. And I think this is probably one of my favorite options, just because it'll keep you warm, especially because a lot of Christmas parties or holiday parties that people hold, sometimes you're outdoors in the cold a little bit, or often restaurants have outdoor areas or patios. But yeah, the sleeves are, I think, almost full length. I think maybe slightly less than a full length, like it might cut off around here. But yeah, I think this is a great option, and it's got like sort of a mid-length skirt. And so I think pairing these with like high, tall boots or heels or even flats, whatever you're comfortable with, would look great. So I definitely love this option and would look super elegant with the jewelry we also chose as well. So if you happen to be going to the event and you need a coat or something warm, there's a couple coats I found that I think work. This one looks slightly newer. It's by Allegra K. And it's like this. I wouldn't say it's like a camel color. It's more like an oatmeal, light brown. And it's got a button. And it's a little bit shorter of a coat. I would say probably around mid-thigh, not too long. And you can button it up like so. You can button it up like so. Just looks really clean and elegant. Would go with a lot of the options we just shared. So this next coat is from Old Navy. It's kind of like their wool coat, but it's not really wool. Now obviously you want to get something that fits for the cold weather you are in, and we're in a little bit less cold of a climate, so I think it's pretty warm, but it's not too warm, if you know what I mean. And this is a long coat. This definitely goes down to like the shin area. You have a pocket. We love pockets. And a few buttons. It's definitely got a more drapey look to it, but honestly, it's not, it's still very flattering. I think sometimes the coats where it's very shapely can feel like a very, like tight on you, and you're not really able to wear too much underneath without inhibiting that shape. But a looser coat allows you to really use different layers, maybe a scarf if you wanted to add it, like kind of draping down. But I think this style is super elegant and works with pretty much any outfit you have to select. So definitely a great option. So while you decide on the outfit you want to wear, we can get your makeup going. I think the look we're going for will suit anything you choose, so don't worry about that. Now it looks like you've done your skincare prep already. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and add to the skin prep with a couple of key products. go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This stuff really keeps your makeup on all day. I love it. I have found it to be super helpful, and I think it'll work for you. So I'm just going to do a little bit. Just do a little more. Okay. Put that on. Okay, so we're just gonna lightly press that into the skin. There we go. Over here. Yeah. I find that you have to kind of wait for it to get a little tacky either way. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Next, we'll apply some glowy serum. It's not quite a serum, but it's definitely like a glowy, radiant boost to the skin. This one is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. So, I'll just go ahead and apply some of that to you. Okay. Just putting some there. Okay. Now I'm taking a foundation brush, just a flat one, and then I'm going to go back over with a sponge to really blend things in. But I find that this will distribute well where we need it. Okay. Okay. With the nose. Okay. There we go. Alright, I think we've blended very well. Alright. So now that we have the skin really ready for foundation and concealer, I know some people do eyeshadow before doing the face, but our look is not going to have a ton of fallout, so I think we'll be fine. And I can always clean up some spots afterward, okay? So never fear. Alright, I'm going to go in with another e.l.f. product. This is the Flawless Satin Foundation. I think a satin finish or even a tinted serum is totally fine because we want glowy skin looking makeup is kind of the goal, to really balance out sort of the eyes that we want to go with. So just do a little bit, although that was quite a bit. It's a heavy pump of that. But I'm glad I did it on my hand so that I have the opportunity to just grab what we need and start applying. Okay. Yeah. And we'll use concealer to apply for those areas we want just a little more coverage. Yeah. Okay. Just take some more. Yeah, getting your makeup done can feel so calming and relaxing. I used to do plays in high school way back in the day, and then we used to get our makeup done if we were like particular parts, and I loved getting my makeup done and I felt so relaxed, so calm. Almost fell asleep a couple times, but the show must go on, right? I think that's why it's relaxing for me to do my makeup. Sometimes I just kind of get in that calming state, and then the social anxiety returns soon after everything is done. I know it can feel kind of scary sometimes to go out and about when we're not feeling our best, but just, don't worry. I'm going to make sure you feel your absolute most amazing self, and at the very least, get a couple great photos to remember. And if you're not feeling that great, then the night will not, go on forever. You'll be able to leave at some point. Yeah, okay. I think we're good with all of that. I have a sponge here, so I'm just going to go ahead and dab in the product that we just dispersed. Okay. Looking good. Just dab there. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and apply some concealer. I have this CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear Concealer, full coverage, 24 hour. So this sticks on. This is really going to keep things covered, take out some of the redness, and it's full coverage. So spot treatment will definitely be super useful. I have a tiny concealer brush, but I'm just going to apply this to the back of my hand. And like we did with the foundation, just taking a little bit and going to just go over those areas that need a little more assistance. Okay. There we go. Just get a little bit more there. Right there. Okay. And some here. I like doing this because even it helps me not overdo the foundation too much, So there's a lot more control on the coverage you're going for. And it makes things less cakey, I find. So, okay. Right, lastly on the concealer train, we're going to do this under eye concealer. It's actually a color correcting one. It's slightly colored to make sure that the darkness of the under eyes is canceled out a little bit better. So I will go ahead and put that under the eye just a little bit. I find that a more slippery, that's not quite the word I'm looking for, but a little less drying of a concealer, although most concealers aren't dry, but a little bit more wet of a concealer is easier to blend and get into the crevices. And I'm just going to lightly dab that concealer with the sponge, just because it will really get under the eyes there, and make sure that it's blending well. And because you applied eye cream and all of that, the creasing will be pretty much non-existent. Okay, I'm do a couple other areas just for good measure. Never too much is overblending. Okay. Now, I know that cream-based products may not suit everyone. I think though for this look will be okay. And one of my favorite cream bronzers is by Merit. This is honestly wonderful. It gives the most natural glow. The tones are just so beautiful, and the blending is still a great payoff of pigment without feeling like you're removing product. I just love this bronzer so much. It's called Sane or Sane, Seine. Bronze Balm. Oh, that's the color, but it's called their Bronze Balm. And so the color I have for you today is Seine. So it kind of looks like this. It's actually not messy at all. Like, there is no product in here. It is not, getting all over the place. It's probably one of the other reasons why I love it so much. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this delicately to your cheekbone area, up towards the temple. Do it over here as well. And up by the temple. And a little on the forehead. There. Okay. Now, that is pretty much all the bronzing I think we really need to do. But if you feel like you want to add anything afterwards, a little bit heavier anywhere, we could absolutely do that. Okay, so I'm going to take this brush because I actually like blending the bronzer and blushes I have for you with brushes first, and then we use the sponge to clean up anything. And then we use the sponge to clean up anything. So, okay. Just go there. Alright. Amazing. You are looking fresh and alive. Next, we have some blush, and a classic is Rare Beauty. This is in the color Encourage, which is a more deep, not like a plum color, but more, I would say it's more like a plummy color, actually. But it's not too deep a purple. It's like a mauve color. So it's just so gorgeous. So a little does go a long way. So I'll just do a very tiny bit here and here. And I like to do up near the eyes as well, just because I like a little blush on the eyes. Okay. And I will also use a brush. I'll dip into this first because it'll disperse some of that, and I'll blend it with what we put on your face. And as you can see, like, the color, yeah, just kind of gives you a flushed, wintry look, I feel. Suitable for all seasons, but definitely this season. Okay, up to the eyes. There we go. Just making sure it's even. Okay, good. Okay, just making sure it looks even. Alright. There you go. Now, I'm going to take our blending sponge and just clean up some of the edges from where we blended. And I do this all before powder just because it's easier to manage the cream products a little bit better before you start setting things with powder. we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give a light powder now to set all of the cream-based products we just put on you. This is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. This stuff really keeps everything locked in, and I find that it gives even a little bit more coverage. It is slightly mattifying, but the shine we added with the Halo Glow is going to come through still, so don't you worry. So I'm just going to do a little bit. Also, this stuff lasts forever. This powder is just so long lasting. I have a fluffy brush. I'm just going to dab in here. Okay. Just dabbing along to set everything. And we'll be doing another round of this a little later. Okay, the news. Okay. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so I'll set this aside and we'll move on to the brows and eye makeup. So next we're going to do your eyebrows, and I'm going to apply this by Ellie Brow Shape Brow Soap or Brow Gel. So this is the pot, and it's quite a bit of product, which is always lovely. So it has like an empty center, it comes like that, and then you just kind of swirl the brush over time. So the brush they also get with your brow gel comes with the brush side and this like steely comb. So I dampened the brush a little bit, and we're just going to swirl with a little bit of product. Not too much, and I find that you don't want to wet the brush too much because then it makes it too wet and slippery. I'm going to brush backwards on the eyebrows here on both sides. Get the product through it first. Okay, and then I'm just going to brush slightly up and more out, if that makes sense, not like just straight up. So it might look a little scary, but I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do this here. Okay, coming together, lovely. Okay, and then what I like to do is take the comb, just clean, kind of like straighten out any areas or comb through. Perfect. That should be good for the eyebrows. I'm going to let that just set and dry, and then I'll go back in with a pencil to fill in. Okay. So while we wait for your eyebrows to set, I'm going to just start off with the eyes. So I'm going to just do a light primer first for the eye makeup. Okay, just a little on both eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to use this concealer brush we used before just to pat that in. Okay, and it's slightly tinted primer, so it's kind of giving a nice solid color for us, so that's good. Okay. Alright, now I'm thinking of just something that is more fresh, not too smoky. So I have this e.l.f. palette that I think could work We have some gorgeous colors, some like nice little purple cool tones that I think could work. Okay, particularly this color, I'm thinking maybe the dark color for like sort of the eyeliner base, but we will also be doing liquid liner, so it's more like to give a sense of smokiness around the liner versus like a smoky corner, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna start off with this brush by Elf, and I think I'm gonna go in with this color here. It's more like a taupey color, and so it's not overpowering, but it does give a slight wash of color. Okay, so just do that all over the eyes. Not too dark, right? Just a light smattering of color. We can always build up if we want. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think that looks great. I'm gonna take another brush and get just one of the sparkly color here, this like purpley one. And I'm only getting a very light amount. And I want to do this where sort of when you open your eyes, you can kind of still see the color, you know, like where the crease is, but a little towards the brow bone. Yeah, it's not as shimmery as it really looks, and with that other color, it's blending really well. Okay, do it over here as well. Just like a nice color, and I'm sort of going towards the corner of the eye, the outer eye, because that also will show off a little bit. Okay, there we go. So I think what I want to do is take just a tiny amount of the darker color. It's like a dark purple, if you will, like the tiniest amount. And I'm putting that very low corner of the eye, kind of near the lash line, but not quite. We'll go in a little later with lining the eye a little bit. Okay. And then doing this corner. Okay. Take this very thin angled brush, and I'm going to dip it in the dark color again, just so that get some of that color on. And I'm just gonna press that into the top lash very lightly, just giving a very thin line. This will just add some dimension when we go in with the liquid liner. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think we're good on the eyeshadow. So I have this fluffier brush, and I'm just gonna blend lightly where I feel it needs some of that blending motion. And I may touch up a little later, but I think this is the perfect amount for you. Not too much, but just a little to make the eyes really be emphasized. Now I'm going to go in with some liquid liner because I think it'll really tie in the look. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. So I'm just going to do a nice thin line. And I'm actually only doing the outer corner. I'm not bringing in a full line of liquid liner because we already put in another line with the eyeshadow, and it's gonna connect really well. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna do, just the other. beautiful, looking so gorgeous. I haven't forgotten about the eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and take this NYX brow pencil and I'm just going to fill in some of the gaps here. Nothing too major. I want to keep everything fresh and clean and sort of soft. Nothing too harsh. Except with that pop of liner we did. Okay. And then I'm going to do up here for the other side. Okay. Looks so good. Now, looks like we did the eyes, the eyebrows, everything is looking really good. Now it's about the finishing touches. So we're going to do some highlighter. This is the Rare Beauty highlighter in Accelerate. Okay, so I'm going to use this fan brush because I do find it's very pigmented, and this fan brush really just like all you need is a light dab. Okay, I'm going to do the cheekbone. Another dab. Cheekbone. I'm going to do the nose, and then the bridge between the eyes, where the eyebrows are, a really great spot for highlighter. Then I'm going to take a small eyeshadow brush again that we used, make sure that's clean, and then take a small dab and put it on the inner eye, here and here, so that you feel that, it just brings out the look, right? Okay. Alright, so next I'm going to do what I like to call the very last finishing touches. So the last steps are mascara and setting your makeup, and then the lips. So I have an eyelash curler and some mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and just curl your eyelashes here. Okay, thank you. This one next, okay. Alright, just a slight curl. I'm going to go in with the Sky High Maybelline mascara. Okay. Do that. And I like to do the top of the lashes for sure, and maybe the lightest layer on the bottom lashes. The other eye here. Let that dry for a minute. So I decanted some of my setting spray in this travel size bottle, so I think it's from Milani. It's really good and doesn't break me out or anything, so I think it'll work for you. So I'm just going to do some sprays to really set the look. You're going to want to make sure your eyes are closed, and we'll fan it for a little bit just to make sure everything is set, okay? Alright, close your eyes. Wonderful. So as that's drying, I'm going to go in with some more powder just to lock in certain areas. Okay, so I'm getting a powder puff, just evenly spreading that on the puff, and I'm going to lightly go under the eyes here and around the nose. Okay, pressing in. This is going to lock in the makeup. I even go under the cheeks and the chin and a little on the forehead. This will not let your makeup budge. Truly, the whole night. It's gonna look fabulous. Okay. There we go. Okay, so makeup is pretty much done. We just get to do the last and final step, which is your lip color. So I have two products I'm going to use. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Liar. This is just a nice dark mauvey color. It ties in with your blush. It's just a very beautiful dark color. isn't quite red, if that makes sense. So I think it'll be really, suiting your look. I'm gonna go in and lightly line the lips here. And it's very creamy, so I love that about this pencil, because then we're not really tugging on your lips or anything. So okay, just doing that shape we want. Yeah, you can move your lips together to move it around a little if you'd like. I made sure to blend. Okay, that looks great. Now we're just going to add a gloss, and I'm going to add this Ulta Jelly Gloss Lip Gel in the color Poolside. It's really like a glittery light pink. It's not even light. I would say it almost feels like it's clear. But I will just do a little demonstration. First, it's definitely like a little bit brighter, and I think it'll balance out on top really well. Okay, so put a little bit of on that. Beautiful. You look beautiful, and I can't wait for you to get all dressed up and ready for your holiday party. Have you been thinking of the outfit you want to go with? Amazing. You're gonna look great. Now, as you get ready and finish putting on the look, I did bring over some perfumes options in case you were interested too. Yeah, here, let me show you. So the first option we have is a little more fresh, a little more cologne smelling. That's like the best way I can put it. So this is by Hugo Boss, and it's deep red. At least I think that's what it's called, because that's what's on the bottle. So yeah, it's definitely like a cologne-esque perfume. And it definitely gets compliments. It's definitely a particular scent, but you can try it out if you like it. You can use it. I like the bottle too. It feels like a potion. Okay, and then the next perfume I brought over is by Huda. K. Ali perfume in Yum Pistachio Gelato number 33. This is like the outer packaging. It's so beautiful though. So this is what the bottle looks like. Now you might be thinking it's a little maybe summery looking, but honestly it's almost like a different level of vanilla sweet scents. It's pistachio. It's just got a little bit more to it, a little different. I think it's a really gorgeous scent. Okay, so this is what the bottle looks like. Honestly, this is the cutest bottle ever. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's like this creamy seagrass bottle color. Yeah, I think it looks just absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So it's definitely like a statement. It smells so good. So the scents are pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. So like all the most amazing scents in one bottle. I love it so much. So you can check these out while you're getting ready and pick one if you really want. So I'll leave them here for you, okay? Alright, you are looking fabulous, and I'm so happy that we got you all ready for your holiday party. How are you feeling? Great. appreciate that you invited me over to help you, and I hope it relieved some stress or anxiety about the party for you or getting ready. But you look amazing, and I think you're gonna look even better when you get all ready, dressed up. So go ahead and take the outfit you chose. Maybe look at the jewelry again and see what works. And yeah, I can't wait for you to have such a fun time. And I really hope you enjoy yourself, okay? Yes, it was a pleasure to help you. Okay, thanks for having me over again. And I'll see you again